How's it going, guys? My name is Ishaan, and in this video we're going to be talking about why Virgin Galactic is a millionaire maker. We're going to be covering everything from a technical analysis where I break down the exact places to buy, and I'll be also breaking down my exact price target and how I got to it. So with that being said, if you appreciate these short and value-packed videos, make sure to drop a quick sub and let's clock in. So Virgin Galactic stock is one that I've been calling for a long time. I indicated to you guys that it had bottomed when it was at $16, and personally I currently have about 100 shares and $4,000 in unrealized P&L. So this stock is really one of my personal favorites and has provided me insane returns. However, I don't think it's too late to buy the stock, and there are two things in particular that have recently been driving it really high up. One is the stock short interest. Last month it was at over 70% and now it's at about 25 to 30% from what I've been reading online, and this indicates that many short sellers have covered their position, and that has really fueled the buying pressure. Especially since GameStop, people have been really looking at these kind of stocks in efforts to squeeze out the big hedge funds and push these stocks to the moon. The second thing, which really doesn't come as a surprise, is them tweeting out that preparation is underway for a test flight of their spaceship to Unity. And they also said that the flight window will open on February 13th. As we know, it was a big blow to them in the stock when the test failed in December, but now they have a huge chance to redeem themselves as well as get the business finally kickstarted. They only need to complete 2 more flights and then they're ready to go. February 13th is this upcoming Friday, so you best believe that if the mission is successful, that the stock will absolutely explode the following week. Now, I'm not saying to go all in and gamble your money that the mission will be successful, but just keep that at the back of your mind that you might not be able to get the stock much cheaper if the mission does happen to be successful. What people are failing to understand is that the space industry is a lot like the next EV industry. With Tesla and all these other companies, it brought a whole lot of excitement and innovation to the car industry, and that's exactly what Virgin Galactic is doing with space tourism, and that will equal hype. Simple as that. Right now they are in a race against SpaceX and Blue Origin for space travel and tourism, so if they can pull this off, it will not only go down in the history books but bring more attention and investor money to them. And that's why Virgin Galactic is the ultimate millionaire maker that will really build generational wealth if this company actually fulfills what it has promised to do. And look, I'm not one to just throw around that a company will be a millionaire maker for clickbait and views like all these other YouTubers. I only say it if I really believe in the company. As an example, Plug Power. I called Plug Power a millionaire maker when it was at $10, when it was at $20, when it was at $30, and now the stock is at $70. That's because I really saw how Plug Power was disrupting an industry, how they were leaders, and how they had insane potential, and that's what I see with Virgin Galactic, and so that's why I'm calling it a millionaire maker. Virgin Galactic has real potential to change the world, literally change the world and space tourism. And let's not forget that Cathie Wood owns Virgin Galactic stock, as well as she's creating an ARK ETF exactly for space stocks. And I can already bet you that Virgin Galactic will be the single largest holding, especially if the upcoming flights are successful. And I think we all know what happens when Cathie Wood buys a stock. With the potential for $1 billion in revenue per spaceport going forward, and billions more from NASA contracts and hypersonic travel, which they're probably going to be offering some major updates on in their upcoming report, this stock is definitely worth a fraction of what it could be worth in the future. So I definitely recommend holding at least some shares as a spec play. Before I jump into my $100 price target though, let's do a quick technical analysis to see where the best place is to buy. And with that, also make sure to subscribe if you're enjoying this value. Taking a look at Virgin Galactic stock on the 1 month 10-minute chart, we can clearly see that the stock has been forming a nice higher highs and higher lows. As we can see, it's been in this channel for quite some time now, pushing higher highs, higher lows, meaning each high is higher than the previous high and each low is higher than the previous low, and this is a super bullish pattern, and it's been fairly strong with the stock continuously holding this uptrend for about 2 to 3 weeks now. Another super bullish thing is that the stock has been really holding the 180-day SMA strongly. The 180-day SMA is this orange line you see, and as you can see that every time the stock pulls back, it holds the 180-day SMA and it bounces. The 180-day SMA is a great indicator of uptrends and can act as support, and so when stocks hold it as support, that's another very bullish signal and a buy signal. So as you can see, it's holding it, it bounces, it bounces, it bounces, and right now the stock is again right at this 180-day SMA and holding the bottom trend line. So what I'm anticipating is that if the test flight is actually successful, this stock could push up back to the top trend line, which would be around $65, representing about a 20% move from here. If however the test flight is not successful, I think we probably pull back down to this about $47 support level, where we found support right over here, and that would indicate about a 15% drop. Another thing to notice though is that if we go to the 6-month 4-hour chart, the stock is pretty overextended. There's no doubt about that. As we can see, the RSI is like above 60, almost 70, 80, which means that the stock is super overbought. In the MACD line is also crossing below the signal line, which is also a very bearish signal. So again, this is just my own analysis. There's a lot of catalysts for the stock to drop technically as well, but if the test flight is successful, then there's a lot of potential the stock also heads up to about 65. And so I think it will be coming down to whether the test flight is successful or not before we see any major move from here. Alright, my price target comes from a few places. The first is that UBS expects space tourism will be a $3 billion market by 2030, and that the high-speed travel via outer space will be a $20 billion market. So as I said earlier, Virgin Galactic expects to have $1 billion in revenue per spaceport, which will mean about 400 flights per year. Currently, they only have one spaceship and the second one is almost made, and as well as Virgin Galactic themselves expecting to have 5 operational spaceships by 2023. The company's leadership has also had discussions with other countries about setting up another spaceport around the world, including with Abu Dhabi, Italy, the United Kingdom, Australia, and Sweden. So with all this in mind, I am estimating that they will have at least 2 spaceports by 2025, and these numbers are pretty realistic. Virgin Galactic themselves have even said that they are anticipating 55 flights per year for each spaceship by 2023. That in itself would be 275 flights per year in 2023. Assuming they can build out their fleet and have at least 10 spaceships by 2025, it is very likely that they will beat their long-term target of 400 and be generating $1 billion in revenue per year. With that being said, considering they also build out another spaceport as well by raising more capital, that would also bring similar revenue, and so I really believe that they will be able to build another spaceport within 5 years. It's a lot of time to identify a location, start construction, and use the revenue generated from the North American spaceport to expand and grow further. And so by generating $1 billion in revenue by 2025 plus millions more from contracts with NASA, it would really position them as leaders, and the $100 price target would only imply a market cap of about $25 billion. That would equate to trading at 25 times earnings, which is really cheap and conservative considering they are innovators and disruptors. If I was being a little less conservative, I would honestly put like a $40 to $50 billion market cap target, but I think a $100 price target is fairly conservative and will probably come to fruition. So guys, that's the video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and check out the Gen Z Trader Academy link down below if you want to learn technical analysis and so much more while also supporting the channel. And with that being said, also let me know down below what you think about Virgin Galactic stock. What's your price target? Do all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Clocking out for now. Peace.